friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another vlog. So sorry about the light right there. I don't feel like getting up and turning it off, so I hope it doesn't bother you too much. I thought I would start a vlog. Today is Monday. I am home from work because our oldest boy cat is having some health issues. It's like chronic issues that he has, and it's could be fatal things if not monitored, so I'm like here to monitor him and make sure he gets past the hump of time that could be very detrimental. Saturday I spent the night at the emergency vet, and yesterday and today we've just been dealing with acting normal-ish. They gave him some meds at the vet that got him very high. So he's not acting completely himself, but it seems like it's kind of wearing off now, and he's sleeping it off, which is good because I don't think he's slept a wink in like 2 days. So I really just have been spending the day watching stuff. I've been watching a little bit more of True Blood, which I've been talking about the past couple of weeks. I started it a couple of weeks ago. I am into the second season. I'm like midway through, and I'm liking it more and more every episode. It's a good watch. It's like very easy for me to just sink into and like watch an episode and not think about anything else, which is nice. There's a couple of storylines that I'm still not really liking. Not liking the way that other storylines are wrapping up, but in general I think it's a pretty good show, and if you look at it from like it just being ridiculous and over the top, it's a good show in my opinion. And then I also started Twin Peaks, which I got recommended as it's like turning fall and all of that. Good fall show. It was filmed and released in the 90s, so it definitely feels very 90s. It's set in this town called Twin Peaks. It follows like a murder mystery, but from what I saw of the reviews and stuff, it seems like some weird stuff's going on, and we've sort of just scratched the surface on some of the like interconnectedness of all of the people in the show. The main character is an FBI agent who's come down to investigate the murders, because it seems like it's a string of murders going on in the area, in the state. We're like getting the town's secrets slowly unraveling. The editing is very 90s, very 90s, like aggressively 90s. So if going back and watching stuff like Charmed and all of that is not really your jam, I would not recommend this. It's like, it's kind of tough to watch, but I'm intrigued. The use of the atmosphere of the show, the music and all of that is fascinating to watch. The editing of TV shows and media in general has just changed so much in the last, 25 years, 30 years, and watching a show from the 90s that's like a drama is just very interesting. So I'm definitely going to be watching more of that. I want to see how it goes. I'm not fully invested. We'll see if I continue it, but I'm liking it thus far. So I'm watching those two things, and I'll probably bounce between them. I still have 5 seasons of True Blood left, which I'm very excited about, and I'm hoping it just gets better and better as it goes. I do know the finale is a bit disappointing, but I have a long way to go from there. So I'm also reading Quicksilver, which is a fantasy romance. I am 52% of the way through. It's like a almost 700-page novel. We're following the heroine who has the ability to manipulate metals, and she comes from a kingdom that is very, very heavily oppressed, and she gets transported to like a fae realm, and she makes a deal with the hero that she will use her abilities to make relics for his people, and in return he will teach her how to use the Quicksilver, which is the metal type, to get her back to her world. I am liking it so far. It's a little overly long. Hello?
Alright, what's my status report on me?
Sorry, my partner called checking on our cat. I'm liking it. It's okay so far. It is a little bit long, and I'm not entirely believing the romance. Like, I'm interested in the hero, and I like the way that the hero is written and his backstory is written. It's a lot more, I think, intricate than a lot of attention is paid to heroes like this. So I'm liking that aspect of it, but I don't know if I fully like am on board with their romance. That's the update. I wanted to kind of intro the vlog while I had a moment this week. I don't know what the week's gonna do. I think we're gonna do Lorcana on Tuesday and Thursday, so my Tuesday Thursdays might be a little bit slow, and I definitely want to keep my routine of working out. So hopefully tomorrow maybe I can go swimming or something. We'll see. But yeah, that's my Monday. That's this vlog. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it's a good week, and I hope you enjoy the video. So we'll talk later. Okay, so I thought we could unbox the Illumicrate box together. This I'm excited for because the theme is dark academia. So this is the September box, and I'm hoping we have some good stuff in here. So first up we have what looks to be a pencil case or something like that. And then it has reading prompt cards, which is perfect for the indecisive bookworm who has too many books. If I didn't already plan all of my TBRs based on videos and stuff, this would be perfect. I actually did a reading, back when I used to do TBR videos, I had reading prompts that were magic cards because I was playing Magic at the time. So they look like magic cards. This is very nice. Maybe I'll play this one in a vlog and like read a book from the prompts. And these are the cards themselves. So like a book with forbidden magic, a book with found family, a book that is friends to lovers. That's very good. Very practical, excited to use that. Next up we have what appears to be a journal, which we love. I am nothing if not a journal collector. I'm not a journal user, at least consistently, but I like collecting them. And this is like this very nice feeling. And on the front, it looks like it has some like butterflies. I need this to stop focusing on the pumpkin. Like butterflies and a snake or moth, snakes, and some like leaves and stuff. Very cool. It's like a weekly to-do prompted thing. Actually very useful. So reminds me of the journals that they used to give you, the planners they used to give you in high school. I guess it's because of the dark academia theme, but very useful. Maybe I'll actually be able to keep up with a weekly journal by using that. That would be amazing. My ADHD brain does not like stuff like that. The dark academia bookcase puzzle. I actually still have the other one that came in the other Illumicrate, the blue one. It's like on the little shelf on my coffee table, so haven't solved that one. Again, not a puzzle person as much as I would love to be. And this is the book, A Dark and Drowning Tide by Allison Saft. This author is very familiar. Did she write the Enchantment whatever book that was like very, very popular recently that I read? That also had like a stunning special edition. Looks like we have some magical creatures, which we all know I love. sounds like a lovely fantasy that I'm excited for. I didn't hate the other Allison Saft book that I read. It just was a little bit middling. So I'm excited to read that one eventually. Next month is October, and it's Colors of Magic. Very happy with this one. It hasn't been my favorite of all of the stuff that we've gotten, but overall I think it's a good little collection of things. I think I'm most likely to use the journal and then use it a couple of times and never use it again, and then probably the little book prompts. For sure the puzzle is just gonna go with the matching one down on my coffee table. And then I have a ton of these little bags, but still very cute. I really like getting book boxes. I like having special editions. I like growing my collection. I don't tend to buy books outside of these book boxes, and I don't keep up with the current trends in the book internet, so it's nice to have at least some idea of what people are reading or excited for. So I like them. I like the little merch items that I get. So yeah, that is the box. Happy Tuesday, friends. I managed to finish Quicksilver today. Listen to the last little bit of it on audio, aka Alexa was speaking it to me, and I landed on a 4-star for this. I liked the story. I really grew to love the romance. Well, love is a strong word. I grew to really like the romance. I'm intrigued by the world. There's some interesting like twists to the lore of this world that I think is a little bit different than we tend to see in stories like this, that I'm intrigued by. There are some undeniable similarities between this and other romantasy stories. Not to say there's anything bad about that. Every author is inspired by other authors all the way back in history, so I'm not indicting anybody on anything, but it starts off very similar. It has kind of the same flow, but about the 50% mark I would say is where you start seeing a little bit of the differences, a little bit of the flair of the author coming through, which I really appreciated. So for the first half of the book, I would say I was liking it okay, and then the last half I really enjoyed. So altogether, it was a good book. It's a good romantasy. I see why people love it so much, and I would definitely be interested in continuing the series. I don't know if it follows the same characters or if it's new characters but the same like plot line, but I thought it was good. It's interesting. It's a little bit long, but I think the page length ended up working in its favor. About halfway through I was like, could this be any longer? It ended up working out. Like, I ended up appreciating the page length. I need to start reading for some other videos that are coming up in November that I want to get knocked out. So I'm gonna probably start reading those this week, and I'll talk to you about the other facets of my life that are going on, the updates on True Blood, Twin Peaks, all of that, but my actual books I probably won't talk to you too much about. Other than the book update, the only thing that I have going on today is we have Lorcana tonight, and I also would like to get a lifting session in. I'm a little bit sore, but I still am having the urge to lift. I don't think I'm gonna do the same video so I switched off of the 30-minute lifting video and did one of Heather Robertson, something like that. Her newest like 40-minute video kicked my ass. I definitely had to do some modifications to it, which I think is important to talk about, because especially when you're first starting to work out, especially when you're first starting to lift, it's important to know your own limitations and to not push yourself too much. Like, it's important to push yourself and do better, but pushing yourself to the point of hurting yourself is not going to help you at all. So there's definitely some things in it that I do modifications for. She does jumping jacks, like chest presses into jumping jacks, which I don't do because of my ankle. And she also, in that particular video, did push-ups, which I'm not the best at push-ups. So I would do like one push-up and then do the rest of the exercise. Here and there do push-ups, but I wouldn't like consistently do push-ups as part of the thing. So I think it's like important to recognize your own limitations and not like try to push yourself a little bit too far. I think I'm gonna try to do the shorter lifting video just to get a workout in, just to get a little bit of movement in, and then I will be content with the day. And then I'll probably start the books for other videos. So that's the update for Tuesday. I hope that I will talk to you again tomorrow, but who knows. Tomorrow I definitely plan on doing a Pilates and or yoga video and swimming. So I'll talk. Oh, I can't swim. I forgot, I'm on my period. I can't swim. Fuck. I can't wear tampons because I'm allergic to them, so I can't swim. I forgot. Damn it. I was really hoping to swim this week. So that means that I'm just gonna have to make do. That's fine. A little bit sad, but that's okay. So I think I'm going to do a lifting video now. Maybe I'll talk to you guys about it whenever I'm done. Happy Friday, friends. It has been an interesting week so far. I know it's been a couple of days since we've talked, but I just have been a little bit dissociated, a little bit not present, not wanting to talk to a camera, and a little bit down. Didn't end up doing Lorcana yesterday. My partner decided not to do it either, and so we had a very nice night together, which definitely boosted my spirits. But I'm just dealing with a lot of self-hatred, I guess. Not hatred so much, but like negative self-talk and beating myself up about things, and it's just not going super well. But I'm hoping this weekend is better. It's Friday. I need to go to work this morning, but I usually have half days on Friday, so I'm gonna come home and do some reading and relaxing. I think I do need to do a workout. Like, I want to just get really cozy and relax. I am currently reading a historical romance that came through my library. I started the Raekess, which is a historical romance about a woman who writes women's rights novels, and she's a Raekess, and she's a little bit frowned upon in society. And in the beginning of the novel, we're set up for the series. It's a group of women who are all trying to advocate for women's rights and be themselves, and one of their friends and sort of like the leader and creator of this group goes missing. Her husband does away with her, basically, like not kills her. We don't know for sure that she's dead, but we just know that she's missing, and I think that's gonna be, like, at least in the first one, part of the plot. And the heroine is having a late night tryst out at her country home, and she goes out to the cliff's edge nude to meet the guy that she is having this romantic relationship with. And she meets the hero, who is out there sketching the cliffs. He is an architect. They have run-in. He's obviously a little bit embarrassed but very attracted to her. He's something of a feminist himself. I'm liking it so far. I haven't read anything by this author before, but I'm enjoying her writing. I would say it's more along the lines of like a Kerrigan Byrne. So a little bit more sophisticated, and the cover is stunning. I love these historical romances that have these just like gorgeous dresses, gorgeous scenery, just like these colors are so intense and vibrant. I love it. So I'm really liking it. And then I'm also reading books for other videos. That's partially why I haven't had much to say, because I just have been reading other books and not really doing much else. So I'll probably end this vlog tonight, just because tomorrow my mom is moving and I'm gonna help her, and it'll probably be like an all-day thing, and then obviously this goes up on Sunday, so I probably will end this tonight. But I would like to have like a nice calm night. Let me go to work, let me get through my work day, and then we'll come back and have a cozy night together.
It was like, look at how much mental clarity.
I could sit around and wait all day.
It did not come across like a convincing story to me. That's like all the more reason to not give these
You
stories
lay
to people,
easy
because
on
they're
my
not
mind. Like a candle, I just burn away. All we really have is time.
just finished season 2 of True Blood, and I thought I could give you guys a little update on my thoughts. If you don't want spoilers for True Blood, if you haven't watched it for some reason, skip to this timestamp. And it definitely was better than season 1. A lot of characters were introduced that I'm interested to see where they go. But a lot of the plot lines I'm not enjoying, or I didn't enjoy. So first up, the addition of the new characters. I'm really liking Jessica's storyline. I don't like that she's 17. I feel like that wasn't needed. She has romantic relationships, sexual relationships with adults. And I get that she's like a vampire and stuff, but it's still a little bit weird. Has like, because she was a virgin when she was turned, her like hymen grows back every time she has sex, which is just like such a weird, unnecessary plot line in my opinion. But I think her relationship with Hoyt is very cute, and I'm interested to see where the relationship goes. I do know they get married. I think I've seen a spoiler for a picture from like the end of the series, so I know that they end up together, but I'm interested in her character. I think she's very sweet, and I'm interested to see how she deals with the vampirism and all of that. Eric, who is the like leader of the vampire clan, whatever, I feel like I'm supposed to be intrigued about his relationship with Sookie and the possibility of her having a relationship with him, but I don't find him that interesting. Granted, I don't find Bill that interesting either, and that's like a big portion of why I'm not like fully in love with this season. I think Bill and Sookie's relationship is pretty boring. He just doesn't have that many interesting ideals, like interesting plot lines. He's just kind of like, to me, he's like the first boyfriend in a story. You know what I mean? Like before the heroine gets with her actual endgame character. I do feel like it's interesting that she has this like blood connection to him, and that he is like a vampire, that in the true sense of the word, like drinking from people, not blood bags, and like very sexual, and runs like all the vampires in the area and stuff. But I don't think his character is that interesting, and I feel like he's just there to be like a foil to Bill and Sookie's relationship. The best case scenario would be like a throuple situation, even though I think like all legs of that would be boring, but we'll see. I feel like it's gonna be a love triangle and she's gonna end up with Bill. That's my prediction. I really did not like the way that the church plotline went. I didn't like the church plotline to begin. Jason went through like a ton in this season, but I don't feel like he's any better of a character than he was in the beginning, especially in the first season. He was incredibly frustrating, and since the church and helping the vampires in the latter season of the latter part of the series, he has like this vigilante cop duo going on with one of the cops, and he's like protecting the town, and I just don't like his character. I feel like he's replaced like sleeping around with this like hero savior complex, and it's cool that his character has like a purpose, but I just don't like his character. I think he's annoying, and I don't see like a good arc for him, honestly, which is sad because the actor that plays Jason is phenomenal, but I just don't much like his character. I didn't like the church plot line. I think it wrapped up a little bit too easy, unless what's going on now at the beginning of season 3 plays a part. But if it wrapped up where it did, I don't think it wrapped up in the best, most satisfying way. I did really, 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 really enjoy Marianne's storyline. I feel like the Eggs, Marianne, Tara, yeah. I feel like her storyline was pretty interesting with Marianne, like the whole like goddess trying to bring a god back to life thing was fun, and I liked the impact that it had on the town, and I like how like kind of spooky and eerie and supernatural it was, and it was a fun mystery to figure out. I feel like Eggs died as a way to like wrap up the fact that all of these people are dead and have like someone held accountable for it, because Marianne was killed in like a supernatural way, and so they can't tell people that Marianne was killed the way that she was killed. So Eggs kind of had to die for that, but I didn't feel like he had to die, you know? I want a good character arc for Tara. I feel like she hit her rock bottom in this season, and Marianne was sort of like her redemption, and I want to see her become a better character. Like, I feel like she's very lost, and I want her to find herself. And I feel like Eggs and her were kind of on the same journey, and so I feel like Eggs dying, especially the way that he did, is just so shitty, because she really is like shit on by the people in this town and her mom and all of that, and I feel like this is just like another thing. Lafayette, I'm very interested in. I think he's one of the most interesting characters. He's one of the best actors in the show, and I'm interested to see where his trauma plotline goes with the vampires, because I feel like Eric is not done with him, and I feel like there's more to go there. I somehow feel like he's gonna end up becoming a vampire. He's still selling V, which is vampire blood, for the vampires for Eric, and I don't know, I think there's a lot of room for Lafayette's character to become very interesting. Yeah, I liked the season overall. I think the show gets better and better for sure. If you are someone who has tried True Blood before and you couldn't really get into it, I would recommend giving it a couple of episodes. Get like 5 or 6 episodes into the first season, and I know that they're like an hour each, and so that's quite a commitment, but I would say if you are actually interested in True Blood, put it on as like a background noise and do other things, like put it on when you're reading, or get the HBO Max app on your phone and watch it while you're like doing work if you can, or like cleaning your house, or like doing other chores for the first 5 episodes. And then I feel like if you're just listening, you can jump in really easily at those 5 episodes and get into the story and get the characters, and there isn't a ton of backstory that you're missing that you won't catch from other episodes. Because like I had tried True Blood I think a year ago, or at the beginning of the year or something like that, and I stopped at the episode 5, and when I jumped back in I didn't miss anything, and I have ADHD, so my memory is not great, and I think that yeah, if you're interested in True Blood, try it that way and see how you feel, because I agree the first couple episodes are a little rough to get into. The acting is a little bit tough, but I think if you do it that way, you could like it. I'm gonna continue to watch season 2. I'll probably do that for the rest of the evening. It's 5 until my partner gets home at 7, and then we'll do our night routine, and then tomorrow I have to be up early to help my mom, and I don't know if we'll get a chance to talk tomorrow. So if we don't get a chance to talk, thank you so much for watching the vlog. I really hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and I'll catch you guys in my next one.